So those are things that we would.
So you'd like to look towards integration of systems, just-in-time processing, and reduced inventory levels for both parties, and you think you can achieve that?
We definitely want to give it a shot.
Do you have experience in doing this?
Well, we have some experience in that in our previous jobs on that.
You do?
Yeah.
Because obviously this is
a hard thing to do.
Complicated type of thing. There's many businesses that try to implement this and fail.
Right.
And any substantial changes to my business would have to have very far-reaching cost benefits, saving benefits for us, would have to be a very safe and secure thing for us to do, and would have to in no way impede our existing business or slow down what we're doing now. Because if what you're doing is a substantial change to my business, well, that's quite a large decision for us to make.
Right.
Just on the basis of which provider and which...
Right. Of course, we're not. We know a substantial amount of things about your business. Of course, not the confidential information and things that we would need in addition to be able to understand how your warehousing is working and your stock is working.
Are you all investors in this company? Are you all equity partners in this business now?
In fact, we even put our houses up. So
if your company falls, you all fall.
We will fall. Yeah, we'll be out on the street with our clothes on. That's about it. So
we are not going to fall. We are going to be successful with our company.
Yeah. So you can be sure that we are determined to make this a real success.
So moving forward, can we expect to see guarantees? What can I expect to see happening to our service quality, our service times, delivery times, and so forth? Is that going to? You yourself said that over the last couple of months things have dropped off.
Yeah.
So we can expect to see that take an immediate turnaround.
Yeah, we're going to take immediate turnarounds on that.
This is one of our first focus now, and we're working on.
I'd be interested in hearing how you're going about doing that.
Well, we are currently working on that. I think to improve the service standards to your company, we also need to work together and have feedback at any time or every day if necessary as to what kind of performance I mean, how do you see our performance, and make sure we have the same data.
From my point of view, life's fairly simple. We choose a supplier to ensure that price makes sense, so we get good value for our money, and that I sleep at night not worrying about whether or not my printing and everything's going to happen. That way my boss stays off my back and life's very easy. So what obviously we want to do is see reliability in terms of when we give you a deal, that deal is then fulfilled with no problem, on time and at a good cost. I mean, they're fairly straightforward factors.
Yeah.
Now, as you're all aware, that over the last few months, your previous management was looking at getting out, and there have been quality issues.
Yep.
You've moved in, you've taken over. I'm keen to hear what you're doing to change those quality issues.
Definitely, and one of the things that we are going to work on is putting in an ISO 9000 process, and therefore have more documentation exactly what our process is. This will allow us to pinpoint what problems are today, and therefore being able to properly process and develop these. This will also help us, therefore, then to be able to increase our productivity and increase also our cost effectiveness, which will then, of course, benefit you both in quality and in terms of possibly price reduction that we'll consent to you at that time.
Okay. Guys, most of that sounds good. The only thing I sort of haven't heard out of you is whether or not you're investing in this new machine or what. I mean, you guys are telling me how you put heart and soul on the line. I'm telling you that for my business for the last several years, that's been one of our key requirements. And so far, you've said nothing to give me any indication that that's going to change. And we're talking about previous management issues I had. Well, that's one of the major ones, and nothing's happening to resolve that.
Yeah, well, we understand. Of course, the previous management might have been concerned about making an investment. First of all, they're more concerned about selling the company, so making an investment wouldn't have helped them necessarily. And also, of course, one of the concerns that we have is that the contract with you is basically expiring shortly. So let's say if we can come to agreements whereby we can re-extend that contract for another 5 years, we would be definitely in a much more better position to be able to make that.
Having a guaranteed promise to invest in this new printing press and binding line would go a long way to ensuring that we sign a new contract with. So are you willing to give me a firm commitment that you're going to do that?
If we're talking about a 5-year contract, we're definitely committed to working with you on that.
So I can take back to my business that if we're willing to sign a long-term contract, let's call it 5 years for now, that you will commit to buying this printing press in the short term.
Absolutely.
You will buy it immediately, basically.
Well,
And you know that our contract already includes warranties in terms of delays and.
I think if the terms are right, we will certainly we're prepared to invest. Yeah.
Let me put it in that way. That actually, firstly, I heard clearly what you are saying is the commitment of the management team here for the long-term success of this company as a decent supplier to Honda. And as Tobias, our CEO, has communicated, the money that we are invested in this company is actually a strong commitment. I think that if you were in our business, you also can feel that. And on top of that, actually, I think that that's my assumption from finance people, actually. The reason that why Hodder and also Mikins have been such a long time and tight connection with each other, even we have difficulties from time to time, is partly also contribute to the flexibility that we provided to you and we are able to provide to you. And we do feel that we could definitely continue this together with you. And the good thing of that is that it also brings you a lot of value when the season comes out in terms of the timing of the release of the publishing to the market. We understand that's actually extremely crucial for you. But on top of that, we also have some extra suggestion because you are also buying a lot of paper in the market, and Michael is also doing purchase in the market as well. So it could make sense actually for us to try to seek a common procurement procedure, because then that means that we are not taking anything from your pie and you are not taking anything from our pie.
This all sounds very interesting, but I thought you were going to answer whether or not the company was going to buy this machine for me.
You have my commitment that we're going to buy a machine if we have a commitment from you about the 5-year contract. We will do that. Mackay, you are our most important customer, and you are at home in our facilities.
Fine. Guys, I think that will about wrap it up. I'm pleased to hear that you do seem to be serious about your investment and support of us. If we can see this machine come through, that will go, as I said, a long way to ensuring that we have a long and prosperous future together.
So we have a commitment from you for a 5-year contract?
Well, we'll go back and talk about the specifics of it, but you can take it as a favourable response.
Okay, great.
And I'd look forward to details from you on how you're going to reduce my inventory levels.
Yeah, we're definitely going to work on that. Is there any will we communicate directly with you? Is there anybody other?
For now, you can communicate directly with me.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Okay, regarding possibly putting in just-in-time services. And
absolutely,
right.
And I'll redirect you to the right people.
Right. And we look forward to working with you 5 more years.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
Okay.
Thank you.